Hello, my friends. Welcome to we4tell.com. My name is Anwen. This is our 76th transmission on this channel, by the way. How are you? How are you, guys, girls? So glad to be here. I don't know. I have a nasal flow here, so please bear with me, okay? So, welcome, everyone. It's a brand new week. Well, not brand new. Wednesday it is, but really happy being here. Amigos, amigas, bienvenidos a we4tell.com. Yo soy Anwen. Esta es nuestra transmisión número 76. Ya, 76 transmisiones en este canal. Se me ha ido súper rapidísimo. Gracias a todos por estar aquí una vez más. Y bueno, pues estamos comenzando con nuestros ya acostumbrados ejercicios de respiración. So we're going to start with our usual breathing exercises that I always tell you about them week after week. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. Te voy a pedir que cierres tus ojos. I'm going to ask you to lean forward, actually not to be with your back against the chair, or if you're leaning towards the bed, well, that's good. Okay, but I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. Te voy a pedir que cierres tus ojos y que inhales por tu nariz. So let's take the first inhale from our noses, deep as you can. Okay, hold it in for 4, and then let it out slowly from your nose again, and then count to 3, and inhale again. Inhala profundamente, lo más que puedas por tu nariz. Ya que llenas tus pulmones, te voy a pedir que hagas una pausa y cuentes 4 tiempos. Y luego sácalo nuevamente por tu nariz, exhalando lo más lento que puedas. Hacemos una pausa otra vez. Contamos 3. Inhalo de nuevo. Hold it in. Let it out slowly. Count to 3. Inhale again. Pause. Exhale. Inhale again. Count to 4. Let it out slowly. Inhale again. Exhale. That is, breathe normally and relax, of course. Inhala y exhala para relajar. Un segundo. Vaya, le hacía falta una clean up a la cámara. Sí, estaba viendo que estaba muy oscura. So yeah, it was really dark, sorry. Yeah. So, hola niños, hola niñas, ¿cómo están? ¿Qué me cuentan de su vida? ¿Qué es lo que está ocurriendo? Les quería comentar que se me ocurrió adquirir una nueva baraja de cartas para utilizarla cada vez que nos veamos. Y mi plan de hoy era más o menos enseñarles la carta y lo que significa más o menos cada una de ellas, para avanzar un poquito con el día de hoy. So today's transmission, sorry for that one, I cannot help it. Es algo que no puedo evitar, el que entren o salgan gente del área donde yo vivo. No es posible que yo lo evite, ¿verdad? Obviamente, por ende, no podemos evitar el ruido extremo que a veces ocurre con la gente que llega y se sale. So I am so sorry for these noises. I'm sorry. That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry for the noise that's bringing here. or that's getting here. And it's kind of annoying, I know, and I am so sorry for you guys to perceive that, but there's nothing that I can effectively do against that noise. Okay, seeing as it is, viendo que en realidad hemos estado como muy ocupados estas semanas y no nos hemos visto muchas veces muy seguido. El día de hoy se me ocurrió el tema de empezar a ver lo que significan las cartas de el Osho Centauro, which is the new deck that I have, que son cartas que tengo a partir de ya. Sí, me parece son temas muy interesantes que podemos ver en las diferentes formas de dar las lecturas en el tarot. Bienvenidos y bienvenidas, so welcome. Hi, Anwen, how are you today? And of course, vamos a seguir con nuestras lecturas como tenemos que hacerlas, obviamente, okay? So we're going to continue with the reading, okay? So first off, what do you want to tell me? Do you want me to start reading your cards and then start explaining the new decks of the new cards? Or what do you want to do today? Because you're kind of the first one in line here. Ok, seeing as it is, yes, tus cartas. Ok, vamos a empezar con tus cartas. Ok, When your 3 oracle cards for this week. ¿Sí? Tus 3 cartas de oráculo de esta semana. Okay, for When we got 3 this week. The first one up, it goes, I honor what I want to feel. Yo le hago honor a cómo me quiero sentir, es la primera carta. Y es hacerle caso a lo que estás sintiendo, hacerle caso a lo que estás percibiendo y lo que estás percibiendo del mundo que está enfrente de ti. Y es importante darnos cuenta también en cómo tú te quieres sentir, cómo tú quieres que tus días transcurran. Espero que hayas sentido. Ok. Second card. Segunda carta. Arriba. Oneness is my true nature. La unicidad es mi naturaleza verdadera. Y todos provenimos de una fuente. De ahí es donde se dice que todos somos uno. Somos uno en esa fuente, en ese lugar, y por eso se dice que oneness, o sea, la unicidad, o sea, el uno, es tu naturaleza verdadera. Es a lo que se refiere. Provienes de la unicidad y sigues en la unicidad a pesar de la ilusión de la separación. Es una ilusión de la separación que estás viviendo. La separación en el sentido de que te concibes como un ser individual. ¿Ok? ¿Make sense? Ok. Siguiente carta. Third one up. When I focus on my inner light, I see the world throughout the lens of love. Esta es muy bonita también. Dice, cuando yo me enfoco en mi luz interior, veo el mundo a través del lente del amor. Qué bonita esta casi no sale, pero esta es muy bonita. Dice, cuando nos enfocamos en nuestra luz interna, vemos el mundo a través de los lentes del amor. Y es correcto, sí. Cuando nos enfocamos en nuestra parte más brillante, en nuestra luz, en nuestra inteligencia, en nuestra alma que canta, en nuestra creatividad, en nuestra alegría, obviamente todo el mundo que nos rodea se ve de una forma diferente. Es más brillante, es más agradable, es más muchoso, diría el sombrerero loco de la película de Alicia. ¿Ok? 3 cartas arriba del tarot, ¿sí? Y después vamos con tu carta de oso, que es la que vamos a explicar. Ay, güey, ¿por qué siempre te sale esta? Sí, always the devil card in reverse. Darling, the devil card in reverse. Otra vez, nos está saliendo la carta del diablo en reversa. Bueno, ya sabemos que cuando el diablo nos aparece, siempre es nuestra sombra, que nos está tratando de enseñar y decir algo acerca de nuestro comportamiento. En el caso de la reversión, siempre habla de pérdidas y sufrimiento, pero más como desesperación, ¿sí? Esto es, ¿qué es lo que está causando en tu vida desesperación, Wendy? Esta carta también habla mucho de la mezquindad o de la severa. Mezquino es aquel que no se quiere dar o que es egoísta, por ejemplo, o que teniendo recursos no proporciona, por decirte, si tuviera hijos, no proporciona el alimento necesario para los hijos. O en el caso de pareja, ser mezquino es ser mezquino con el tiempo, no dedicarle nada a tu pareja. Ceguera, y habla mucho de ceguera como terquedad o ceguera mental, ceguera de no quiero oír, no quiero ver, no quiero darme cuenta de. A eso es a lo que se refiere. ¿Ok? So in English, suffering or despair can be told about the devil in reverse. The devil is always a card that's letting you know what things needed or need to be worked on from our shadow, or things that we are not uh, let's see, consciously wanting to work upon them. Like, for instance, if we are speaking about being miser is all about not really wanting to help someone or not really wanting to give anything to no one, which is, well, that's the issue with the miser person, okay? So don't be miser. Don't be miserable. Weakness is also foretold in on the card. Now, when devil appears in its upside down position, I mean, in its upward position, it's all about having to deal with our shadow, but also on things that are actually are enslaving us, such as a not working relationship because it's a miscommunication type of, or there's no communication in the type of relationship. So you need to be very much aware of what's going on there. Okay. Now, second card up for Wendy Wen is the Six of Cups in reverse. When the Six of Cups appear, it's always about, or the recommendation on the reversal of the card is always commending you to live for the day. Be aware that today is the day that you need to focus on. It's like little by little. You have to be focused on the present moment. Don't avoid upcoming issues. It's also one of the warnings of the card, because when it's right up, it's always about nostalgia and the great old days, the card. But that's why it's asking you to focus on the present moment and moment by moment. That is, stop worrying what happened. It already did. The future is not here yet. So you must be aware of what do you need to be living in your present moment. Es enfocarte en el presente, en el momento presente. ¿Qué es lo que tienes que hacer ahorita? Aunque sea paso a pasito, tienes que empezar a poner tu atención en lo que ocurre en el hoy, en el momento presente, el vivir hacia el día. Hay que ver si sale algún asunto que tengas que lidiar con él, lo lidias con él en el momento en el que sale. ¿Sí? Es como no evadas, es muy importante. Y termina la idea de los amantes, la carta de los amantes. La carta de los amantes ya la hemos visto varias veces. Sí, es una carta que te dice o te anticipa una relación amorosa o romántica, eh, muy satisfactoria, pero también, sobre todo, habla mucho de relaciones interpersonales exitosas. Esto quiere decir buena comunicación con la gente que te rodea, no solamente con tu pareja, por ejemplo. Esta es una carta que habla de compromisos o también de decisiones bien tomadas. Puede también hablar mucho de atracción, del amor, del alma, de la conexión con lo divino también. Esta es una carta que habla del equilibrio, de las emociones, del dar, del compartir, del amar, también de la belleza. Y como ya te había mencionado, sobre todo es una carta de relaciones armoniosas. Esto es con todas aquellas personas con las que te rodees. Tu jefe, tus maestros, tu pareja, en tu casa familiar, por ejemplo, tus parientes, ¿sí? Tus amistades. Esta es una carta que te dice, ¿sabes qué? Esta semana por lo menos vas a tener una gran capacidad de comunicación. Y obviamente sí, obviamente tiene una influencia en lo romántico. También te avisa cuáles son las experiencias que pudieras tener con esta carta. Esta es una carta que también habla mucho de la inspiración de las ideas desde arriba, ¿sabes? Entonces, si eres una persona creativa, es una carta que habla mucho de ello, ¿sabes? De las ideas de arriba, de qué es lo que te están diciendo allá arriba, tus ángeles, tus guías, acerca de lo que tienes que hacer, por ejemplo, o acerca de qué posibilidades tienes en el futuro. Okay, so in English, let's go with the card in English. Okay, the card in English is always about telling you harmonious interactions, you know, like with your peers, with your relatives, with your family, as well as with your people, or the actually, yeah, your not only your people, but as well as it could be like your relationship, your current relationship. So if any doubt is about you being able to communicate to your partner what you really want, it's important for you to notice that this the energy or the influence on this card is one of the greatest influences. Okay, it means strong possibility to communicate better with everyone that's surrounding you in every single one of the areas of your life right now. Okay, so the lovers is a really good card to receive. And if, of course, you're having issues with your partner and this card appears, is letting you know exactly that there's not going to be any issue. On the contrary, it's going to be kind of the amount of enhanced communication that you can have with your partner. That is, if you can see your partner, for instance. And this one is from the usual tarot saying card that I told you about, and it's called Possibilities. Okay, so you can see here that the eagle has an overview of all the possibilities contained in the landscape below. You can see that as he flies freely, naturally, and effortlessly through the sky. He's reeling his domain, very grand and self-contained. This card is an indication that you are at a point where a world of possibilities is open to you because you have grown more loving towards yourself, more self-contained. You can work easily with others because you are relaxed and at ease. You can recognize possibilities as they present themselves, sometimes even before others can see them, because you are in tune with your own nature. You understand that existence is providing you with exactly what you need. So the recommendation is to enjoy the flight and celebrate all the varied wonders of the landscape spread before you. Okay. Now, a little bit more of the explanation on the card is your mind can accept any boundary anywhere, but the reality is, by its very nature, existence cannot have any boundary because that will be beyond the boundary. Again, another sky. That's why I'm saying open skies are available for your flight. Don't be content easily. Those who remain content easily remain small. Smaller their joys, smaller their ecstasies, smaller their silences, small is their being. But there's no need. This smallness in your own imposition is your own imposition upon your freedom, upon your unlimited possibilities, upon your unlimited potential. Okay. So unlimited possibilities mean unlimited potential. That is what it's important for you, specifically in the reading on the card on this week, my dearest wedding one. A plethora of possibilities mean a plethora of, that means unlimited potential, unlimited possibilities that you can do everything that you want or actually put your mind to. So it's a really good card. Okay, las posibilidades. Ahora, ya les había yo comentado que el día de hoy íbamos a ver un poquito más a profundidad los significados de las cartas de las cartas del tarot de Osho. Zen, son Osho Zen, cartas del tarot. Y en este sentido, la carta de las posibilidades. Y nos menciona mucho que la mente nos puede aceptar cualquier, digamos, límite que le pongamos en cualquier lugar, ¿sí? Pero la realidad es que la existencia, por su propia naturaleza, no tiene ningún límite porque sería limitado, y no es así no es la existencia, ¿sí? Entonces, dice que no te contentes fácilmente, que obviamente que la pequeñez por tu propia oposición sobre tu libertad sigue siendo eh, es achicarte, ¿sí? Entonces aquí la recomendación de que veas que no hay necesidad de imponerte límites en lo que tú puedes hacer, ¿sí? Tienes la capacidad de tener la libertad ilimitada y el potencial ilimitado con las posibilidades ilimitadas. Y creo que es algo muy hermoso, ¿sabes? Muy hermoso ver efectivamente cómo aquí en la carta tú ves, alcanzas a ver cómo el águila está teniendo una vista aérea de todas las posibilidades contenidas en el paisaje de aquí abajo, ¿sí? Obviamente, el águila, si tú la ves aquí, está planeando sin esfuerzo a través del cielo y que realmente está en su dominio que es mucho, muy grande y además está autocontenido, ¿sí? Esta carta nos está indicando que tú estás en un punto de tu vida en donde un mundo de posibilidades están abiertas hacia ti, ¿sabes? Porque has crecido mucho más amorosa hacia ti misma, mucho más autocontenida y que puedes trabajar fácilmente con los demás, exactamente porque estás relajada y puedes reconocer las posibilidades como se presentan y obviamente mucho antes que muchas de las personas lo podamos ver antes. O sea, tú anticipas a que esto te suceda antes de las demás personas, ¿ok? Esto es porque estás en sintonía con tu propia naturaleza, entiendes que la existencia te está proveyendo exactamente con lo que tú necesitas, así que te dice la carta, disfruta del vuelo y celebra todas las maravillas, las variadas maravillas el espectáculo que el lugar se está presentando ante ti misma, ¿sí? Creo que es una de esas cosas que se me hacen muy lindas, ¿sabes? En donde te está diciendo precisamente todas las posibilidades que tienes a tu alcance, ¿sí? Ahora, otra de las cartas que han estado saliendo mucho en el Osho, Zen Cards, ¿sí? Por cierto, mi querida Wendy Gwen, espero te haya gustado tu lectura, ya terminamos contigo. Entonces, otra de las cartas, continuando en esta idea de ver las cartas que nos están saliendo en esta nueva deck, en esta nueva carta, en esta nueva baraja de cartas. Quiero que veas qué bonita está, ¿sí? Y dice, en inglés, vamos a empezar con el inglés primero. Okay. Dice, the Queen of Rainbows is like a fantastic plant that has reached the apex of its flowering and its colors. She is very sexual, very alive, and full of possibilities. She snaps her fingers to the music of love, and her zodiac necklace aquí, is placed in a way that Venus lies over her heart. The sleeves of her garment contain an abundance of seeds, and as the wind blows, the seeds will be scattered to take root where they may. She's not concerned whether they land on the soil or on the rocks. She's just spreading them everywhere in sheer celebration of life and love. Flowers follow her from above in harmony with her own flowering, and the waters of emotion thrill playful beneath the flower on which she sits. You may feel like a garden of flowers right now, showered with blessings from everywhere. Welcome the bees, invite the birds to drink from your nectar, spread your joy around for all to share. Qué bonita carta. Very beautiful card. Okay, flower means Zen wants you living in abundance, living intensely. Not at the minimum as Christianity wants you to, but at the maximum, overflowing. That means your life should reach to others. Your blissfulness, your benediction, your ecstasy should not be contained within you like a seed. It should be open like a flower and spread its fragrance to all and sundry, not only the friends, but to the strangers too. This is a real compassion. This is real love and real compassion, sharing your enlightenment, sharing your dance of the beyond. Qué fuerte carta. Esta es una carta que se ve muy bonita y dice muchas cosas muy lindas también, pero sí te está como que diciendo, ok, la reina del arco iris, que es la de la figura que se muestra aquí, dice, es como una planta fantástica y ella misma ha llegado al momento climático de sus colores y de su florecimiento. Es muy sexual, está muy viva y está llena de posibilidades. Ella, ¿qué sé cómo se diría snaps? Sí, ella truena sus dedos hacia la música del amor, truena sus dedos y su collar del zodiaco está puesto exactamente donde Venus se reposa cerca de su corazón. Ajá. Y luego habla de las mangas, etcétera, etcétera. Pero en realidad está diciendo que la figura de la carta eres tú mismo, en donde tú estás sintiendo como las flores están cayéndote desde arriba, en armonía con tu propio florecimiento, y te recomienda que puedes sentirte como un jardín de flores en este momento. Está siendo irrigado por flores del cielo y de bendiciones de todos los lados, ¿sí? Aquí te dice, dale la bienvenida a las abejas, invita a las aves a beber de tu néctar y contagia a los demás de tu gozo para que todos lo compartan, ¿sí? Y es una carta que te está diciendo en general, o Osho lo pone de esta forma. Te dice que el Zen le gusta que tú estés viviendo en abundancia, en totalidad, intensamente, no al mínimo. Y luego ataca un poquito el cristianismo, pero dejemos al cristianismo de lado, ¿sí? Habla de que tú estés al máximo, que tu vida tiene que alcanzar a los demás, tu bendición, digamos, tu exagerada alegría, dice, no es para ser ocultada, sino como si fueras una semilla, sino tiene que estar abierta como una flor y desparramar su fragancia a todos, no solamente a los amigos, sino a todos aquellos que te rodean, inclusive a los extraños, dice. Esta es la compasión verdadera, este es el amor verdadero, compartir tu iluminación y es compartir también tu baile hacia el más allá. Está súper fuerte, es una carta que te dice, ok, muy interesante, sí, yo sé. Thank you, Wendy, for being here. Es una carta que nos está diciendo que no seamos egoístas con nuestros dones, al mismo tiempo nos está diciendo que está bien compartirnos con todos los demás. Es como hacernos presentes en este gozo porque también podemos estar. Eh, es muy diferente compartir el gozo que generar envidias en los demás, por ejemplo, ¿sí? Es muy diferente estar involucrados realmente en que realmente sentimos lo que estamos viviendo. Sorry for this one. I'm sorry, guys. It's like my nose is overflowing. Hablando de overflowing, ok. Otra de las cartas que nos están saliendo, another of the same cards of the new deck that I got is the Fool. We already know on tarot, normal tarot, so to speak, what the Fool means. It also talks about, for instance, all of on our regular cards, it's always about newness and things that are joyous and things that are new. In Osho Zen cards, it's talking much more about moment to moment and every step. With every step, this one, the fool on this card, leaves the past behind. He's walking, or he is carrying nothing more than its purity and innocence, because that's one of the main meanings on the full card. It's all about the new things, all about uh, innocence and trust. Okay, it says he cares nothing more than his purity, innocence, and trust, symbolized by the white rose in his hand. The pattern on its waistcoat contains the colors of all the four elements of a tarot, indicating that he's in harmony with all that surrounds him. His intuition is functioning as it is peak, as functioning at its peak. At this moment, the fool has the support from the universe to make his jump into the unknown. Adventures await him in the river of life. The card indicates that if you trust your intuition right now, your feeling of the rightness of things, you cannot go wrong. Your actions may appeal foolish to the others or even to yourself if you try to analyze them with the rational mind. But the serial place occupied by the fool is the numberless number where trust and innocence are the guides, not skepticism and past experience. Este es una carta super linda, ¿ok? A fool is the one who goes on trusting and just Sorry, I'm reading. A fool is the one who goes on trusting. A fool is the one who goes on trusting against all of his experience. Um, you deceive him and he trusts you, and you deceive him again and he continues trusting you, and you deceive him again and he trusts you. Then you will say he is a fool. He does not learn. His trust is tremendous. His trust is so pure that nobody can corrupt it. Be a fool in the Taoist sense, in the Zen sense. Don't try to create a wall of knowledge around you. Whatsoever experience comes to you, let it happen, and then go on dropping it. Go on cleaning your mind continuously. Go on dying to the past so you remain in the present here now as if just born, just a babe. In the beginning, it's gonna be very difficult. The world will start taking advantage of you. Let them. They are poor fellows. Even if you're cheated and deceived and robbed, let it happen because that's that which is really yours cannot be robbed from you. That which is really yours, nobody can steal from you. And each time you do not allow situations to corrupt you, that opportunity will become an integration inside. Your soul will become more crystallized. Esta es la idea mucho de la conciencia crística o cristalizada de uno mismo. Ahora, ¿a qué se refiere el loco? Ok, en general la carta está hablando de ser como un niño. Nuevamente estamos hablando del taoísmo, de la cultura zen. Está hablando en esta carta como momento a momento, con cada paso, el loco está dejando el pasado atrás de él. Es como él está olvidándose de él. En esta carta dice que él no está cargando nada más que su inocencia y su pureza, que están simbolizadas por la rosa blanca que está en su mano. Fíjate cómo está en su mano la rosa blanca. ¿Te fijas? Dice, el patrón, el patrón de su chaleco, aquí, el patrón de su chaleco está indicando que está en armonía con todo lo que le rodea. Y dice, su intuición está funcionando a su punto más elevado. En este momento, el loco tiene el apoyo del universo para hacer este salto hacia lo desconocido. Este es el salto de fe. This is the leap of faith. Este es el salto de fe que todos de repente en algún momento de nuestra vida tenemos que dar para como comprobarnos a nosotros mismos que el universo nos está apoyando, ¿sí? O el universo, llámese Dios, llámese la diosa, ¿sí? En general, ¿sí? Luego dice, las aventuras lo esperan en el río de la vida. Y si tú te fijas, de hecho, aquí abajo muy tenuemente se alcanza a ver el correr de un río en este lado, ¿sí? Dice, aquí está indicando esta carta está indicando que si tú confías en tu intuición en este momento, tu sentido de corrección o correcto de las cosas no puedes equivocarte, ¿sí? Habla de que tus acciones pudieran parecerle tontas o locas a los demás, a lo mejor inclusive a ti mismo, pero que si tú tratas de analizarlo si los tratas de analizar con tu mente racional, pero obviamente el lugar cero, porque además el loco sigue siendo el cero, ¿sí? Que está ocupando el loco es el número sin número, donde la confianza y la inocencia son los guías, no el escepticismo, sí, y la experiencia pasada. Y sí, el loco siempre es así. Hi, my love, how are you tonight, dear? I'm just letting you guys know what the meaning of these cards. I have a new deck on cards, and I am really glad that I am explaining them to everyone. But of course, if you want me to explain your cards for you today, I'm gonna be able to do that, love. So let's continue with you. What about that? Okay. Vamos a seguirle con las lecturas. Okay. So Vega, your 3 oracle cards. Okay. So the first one up, it is for Vega. Attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any kind of separation are merely calls for help, which already know. Okay. This is a card that is always kind of a frequent flyer for you, my dearest Vega. And I was thinking about especially the things that you do as your daily labor. And I know that you are surrounded by people, and sometimes these people tend to be very complaining type of people. which is always a call for help. So it's like take a notice on the people that always complain to you about their needs and their wants, and see that they are merely calling for help, already. Okay. Second card up for Vega. Again, I honor what I want to feel. Darling, you should honor what do you really want to feel. Okay, by acknowledging what the current emotion is, we teach ourselves to really notice what's beyond that or below that. And therefore, we can have a transformation or transformating period, so that we can be able to not only, be able to deal with the emotion that's in the surface, but also of all the ways that we want to feel. Okay. Okay, darling. Third card up from the oracle cards. I find a deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. And that's the same. Deeper meaning and personal growth comes even beyond the discomfort. Okay, of course, no, acknowledging our emotions is a hard task to do. And it means that we are getting to be more responsible about what do we really, really want to feel like, what do we really feel like, and what we can do about that. So it's important to take notice on that. Okay, love? Okay, so thank you for being here, darling. Also, the other thing is I do have my tarot deck here, and I'm shuffling the cards so that we can get the three cards that are corresponding to you, Vega. Okay, so constellation. I was thinking about what your name is. You do? Thank you, dear. I hope it. I think it's cuter though. Okay. Lately, my eyes have been giving me some issues. So it's like, yeah, of course, I'm going to make them a little bit. I actually think that this is the way that I like my eyes to be every day. I, I have not yet have the valor, to go ahead and go out to the street like this, like with my eyes like this. But let's see if on the other side. Oh, this is a good card. The three on the tarot cards for your deck. We have the Wheel of Fortune, we have Ace of Pentacles or of coins, and the Emperor. This is you, my darling. Thank you for saying that you love my makeup today, dear. Okay, this is a change of fortune kind of card. You already know this. And it's always the card that's letting you know that there are ups and downs. And currently, if your economic, let's just say, if your general situation was not so good, when the card appears, even when it's in reverse, it's change of fortune. Normally, the card always goes like this, but inverted can produce or can warn you about change of fortune, change of luck. It does show incertitude, ¿cómo se dice incertidumbre? Uncertainty, uh, having kind of not so good results that you wanted to have, but it's not by itself a bad omen, for instance. Okay, second card of is the Ace of Pentacles, which is Ace of Coins. And it's like told you about. Remember, I told you this one. This is the card that's actually following it, saying that the things are turning up for the better. New beginnings on several levels are foretold when this card appears. Okay, so this is not a bad card. Okay, this means change of fortune. Like if it was sucky or your luck was terrible, is changing for the better, and this confirms that. Okay, it's saying that you guys, you're going to experiment much more luck, especially money wise, especially in abundance and prosperity. Remember, pentacles are not only about, that's my cat, as you can see here. Uh, Especially, it's not only telling you about money, just of course it's the coin on your hand and it's the heavens that are giving you this coin, but it's also reminding you that it's all about prosperity and abundance. Look at this. all this abundant kind of okay, when you see all of this flowering and bushes, green, it means uh, let's just say beautiful grown gardens. That's a symbol of abundance and prosperity, not only money. Okay, so I wanted to get clear on that. So no issues on that one. Now, Becca, the last card on the tarot card is the Emperor, and it actually brought me no. It's my cat. She wants to eat my pendulum. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna let her. Okay. So the Emperor is always the responsible card, or the card that is actually showing us a huge aspect or on our personality. Look at this. She is meddling with my cards. See? So as I was saying, wisdom is the thing that portrays the emperor, as well as responsibility, structure, or actually some type of authority. And it's also telling you about experience or knowledge. And therefore, because you have this experience and this knowledge, you have this amount of strength that you are always kind of showing to everyone out from you, or everyone else is see from you, that you're very strong, that you're very structured, that people can trust you because you have certain amount of authority, but also a lot of wisdom and responsibility. That's what people sees in you right now, my dear Vega. Okay, so leadership is one of the, oh, okay, you're a natural born leader, so of course people see that in you, and you're very competent. This is the card that is actually for kind of portraying you as you are, Vega. Now, as I was saying to everyone else here, I did got a new deck of cards. I did show it last week, and I also got, and it's the Osho Sen Tarot. Okay, and they are portraying different meanings on what the tarot means. Okay, so you saw the other ones, and I always take one of the same cards, and that is because really believe, strongly suggest that we start working on these cards today. uh, as it is, these are much more on the emotional kind of side of things. Also socially, it's also a card that's letting you know where you should be working towards building yourself up, for instance. Okay, so in this occasion, it's humanity. We are the world, and this card is much more on humans being humans, is like what we need to be achieving as in every day. And I'm actually looking for the meaning because I haven't learned them yet. But as a matter of fact, as I was, trying to study each and one of the cards. But of course, because I am not used to them, I do not know them like at the bat. So I'm looking for that. Okay. So just bear with me a little. Okay. What I've seen about this is actually we were speaking about the idea of oneness. And this is a card that on the Oracle cards, it always comes up as remember you are one from all. Okay. I mean, no, you are one, you're one of the people that actually is inside this oneness that we really are. Okay. I think it was very complicated for me to explain it to you like that. But anyway, it's talking much more about our human nature, okay? The way we are as humans and what we are able to share with and have in common with. And it actually asks us to imagine that we are also what the world needs, because each and one of us make a little bit of the whole world. That's what it means. It's actually it's the idea much more on the idea of oneness, as in um, concept of one with every single part of the creation, being one of the of the of the biggest parts of creation as one. Okay, so I'm looking for the meaning right now because I told you I do not know it as I wanted to. Okay, but in the meantime, when I find it, I'll let you know the meaning. But I want to thank you for being here. Okay, I got it. It says, humanity here is depicted as a rainbow dancing around the mandala of the air with hands joined together, enjoying gratitude for the gift of life. This card is representing a time of communication, of sharing the riches that each of us bring to the whole. There's no clinging here, no grasping. It is a circle without fear or feelings of inferiority and superiority. When we recognize the common source of our humanity, the common origins of our dreams and longings, our hopes and fears, we are able to see that we are all joined together in the great miracle of existence. When we can combine our tremendous inner wealth to create a treasure of love and wisdom that is available to all, we are linked together in the exquisite pattern of eternal creation. Ya ves, you see why I liked it, this card. It also says, okay, and it says, when thousands of people around the earth are celebrating, singing, dancing, ecstatic, uh, drunk with the divine, there's no possibility for any global suicide, such with such festivity and with just such laughter, uh, with such sanity and health, with such naturalness and spontaneity. How can there be any worse? That has been given to you to create and to rejoice and to celebrate. When you cry and weep, when you're miserable and alone, when you celebrate, the whole existence participates with you. Only in celebration do we meet the ultimate, the eternal. Only in celebration do we go beyond the circle of birth and death. And this is the transcendental game of Zen. So that's what it means. To transcend the fact that you believe that you are separated from everyone else and actually be aware of that. Only on celebration we do go beyond the circle of birth and death. So for now, we have just four cards seen as they are. Okay. I'm going to continue with one more. And as I told you, I hope you girls are okay, and I hope you like what I'm doing today. Okay, this is a beautiful one as well. Innocence. And look at this. This is an old person having a little bit of box in his hand and actually rejoicing about the movement. Look at all the things that are coming into play on the card while I look for the meaning of it. And I did know about the meaning. I did read it, and it's much more as I can tell you. As that's why I liked it. Specifically, in all the years that this little or this old guy that you can see here has lived, is he still has the ability to rejoice on the newness or the little box playing around that he has in his hands, even though he's a very wise person because of all his years. It's like he has the capacity still or the ability still to be one with creation and being enjoying for I guess all that is presented to him in every single movement he does, in every single things he see. Okay, it's like he has this it compels us, this card actually, to look at us like that. Okay, to still see existence as kind of part of not only ourselves but actually the way that we take it as in how we are able to transform everything that we can see in a reason or a source in order for being able to enjoy and succeed in getting into the innocence. Okay, so the old man in this card radiates like a child, as a childlike delight in the world. Hmm? There's a sense of grace surrounded him, surrounding him as if he is at home with himself and with what life has brought. He seems to be having a playful communication with the praying mantis on his finger. That's what I say. Okay, as if the two of them are the greatest of friends. The pink flowers cascading around him represents a time of letting go, relaxation, and sweetness. As well, their response to his presence, a reflection of his own qualities. The innocence that comes from a deep experience of life is childlike but not childish. The innocence of children is beautiful but ignorant. It will be replaced by mistrust and doubt as the child grows and learns that the world can be a dangerous and threatening place. But the innocence of a life lived fully has the quality of wisdom and acceptance of the ever changing wonder of life. So, see, that's why I think it's beautiful, this one. Sense says that if you drop knowledge, and within knowledge, everything is included, your name, your identity, everything, because this has been given to you by others. If you drop all that has been given to you by others, you will have a totally different quality of your being. You will have innocence. This will be a crucifixion of the persona, the personality, and there will be a resurrection of your innocence. You will become a child again, as reborn. And as the card's saying, it's like innocence is within all of us without relying on what we always rely on, the way people see us, the way people feel us, okay, it's like the social constructs that we have made for ourselves are sometimes the ones that are holding us back on our innocence. Okay, so the card also recommends us to fall into this type of feeling towards everything else, like being as a child, innocent as a child. Look at the world through the eyes of love. That's always the card of the oracle cards are always about looking at the world as if it was from the love side of things or from the childlike side. It would be much more in that order, that what I would recommend. Okay. One of the other cards that I've seen that actually it's impressive to me to see on these new cards is the trust cardinal card, and of course we already know what trust means. But in this card, it kind of struck me like too much of trust. It's like one like making a bungee jump without a cord. It's like that's what this card means, trust. Okay, and it's a quality and this is the quality of absolute trust with no reservation or secret safety nets that the king of water demands from us. That's the king of water, this one. Okay, this is the water sign. See, there's a tremendous sense of acceleration if we can take the jump and move into the unknown, even if the idea scares us to death. And when we take trust to the level of the quantum leap, we do not make any elaborate plans or preparations. We don't say, okay, I trust that I know what to do now and I'll settle my things and pack my suitcase and take it with me. No, we just jump with hardly a thought for what happens next. The leap is the thing, and the thrill of it is the thrill of it as it we free fall through the empty sky. The card gives us a hint here, though, about what waits for us at the other end. A soft, welcoming, yummy pink rose petal, juicy. Come on, that's what it says, okay? And it goes ahead and says, "Do not waste your life for that which is going to be taken away. Trust life. If you trust, only then can you drop from your knowledge, only then can you put your mind aside. And with trust, something immense opens up. Then this life is no longer ordinary life, it becomes full of God, overflowing. Uh, when the heart is innocent and the walls have disappeared, you're rich with infinity and you're not deceived. There's nothing that can be taken away from you. That which can be taken away from you is not worth keeping. And that which cannot be taken away from you, why should one be afraid of its being taken away? It cannot be taken away. There's no possibility. You cannot lose your real treasure. This is what is important, you girls. Okay. I think it's not as complicated as it sounds. Every week we talk about uh, what we want, what we need, what we they told us, what we and I always say trust on the certainty of the universe. Okay, the universe. I always tell you, the universe is giving you all the time what you need to work, what you need to do, what it guides us towards the path that you need to cross. Mainly because that's exactly the God, goddess, energy, whatever you call it has a path already traced to you so that you can follow it and actually get into the real enlightenment of your soul. That's the path that I always talk about the tarot. Now, with these cards, the Osho, the Transcendental Game of Zen, is the correct name of the card deck. Um, it's like it is a guide. I will tell you that it is a guide, or yeah, kind of a map on the things that we should be working on at least a week. Okay, they're much more on the present moment and we what we need to do or work on from what we're seeing, for what we have experienced, for what we stressed about, rather than just the knowledge that the tarot cards give us. This is much more on the what you're feeling in the present moment and what you need to move forward uh, from the point of the what the card tells you is the present moment and the things that you need to be working on. See, it's like there are cards like laziness or postponement. There's also harmony, for instance, or going with the flow. There's another card that's called schizophrenia, and the other one is it can be sorrow or isolation, for instance. This one, for instance, is and that's the last one that I'm going to talk about today. It's isolation. I mean, no, it's a postponement. And postponement here says the meaning, or actually what we can see on the card says. The woman in this picture is living in a gray landscape full of unreal cutout clouds. Through the window frame, we can see colors and light and aliveness. And although she would like to move through the frame, as we can see by the rainbow colors appearing in her garments, she can't quite manage to do it. There's still too much what if activity in her mind. Tomorrow never comes, they say, but no matter how often it's said, it seems that most of us tend to forget the truth of it. In fact, the one and only result of postponing things is a dull and depressing feeling of incompletion and stuckness today. The relief and expansiveness you will feel once you put aside all the dithering thoughts that are preventing you from acting now will make you wonder why you ever waited so long. Okay, so the person that's postponing stuff over is yourself. Postponement says it here. It's simply stupid. Tomorrow you will also have to decide, so why not today? And do you think tomorrow you will be wiser than today? Do you think that tomorrow you will be livelier than today? Do you think that tomorrow you will be younger than today, fresher than today? Tomorrow you will be older, your courage will be less. Tomorrow you will be more experienced, your cunningness will be more. Tomorrow death will come closer. You will start wavering and being more afraid. Never postpone for tomorrow. And who knows? Tomorrow may come or may not come. If you have to decide, you have to decide right now. It says Dr. Vogel, the dentist, finished his examination on a pretty young patient. Miss Baseman, he said, I'm afraid I'm going to have to pull out your wisdom teeth. Oh my, exclaimed the girl. I'd rather have a baby. Well, said Dr. Vogel. Could you make up your mind so that I can adjust the chair? Make up your mind, it says. Don't go on postponing infinitely. And it's working on towards what we need to face today so that we can grow. That's it. Okay. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for accompanying me to our 77 transmission today. My name is Anwen, and this is we4tell.com. I hope you liked it. I hope I can see you guys on the next one. Gracias por estar aquí. Mi nombre es Anwen. Estás en wefortel.com. Espero te haya gustado la transmisión del día de hoy y espero que nos veamos la semana que entra. No dejen de venir porque tenemos las demás explicaciones de las cartas. Thank you so much for being here. See you soon. Bye. Love you, lovelies. Bye.